Hey everybody, it's Paul here. It's November 6th. It's day 6 in my challenge for 30 ETFs in 30 days for November. Before I get started, I just wanted to speak about two different things. The first one being, I'm sure everybody's noticed, the markets tanked a little bit today. My portfolio was down quite a bit 2 days ago, back up again yesterday, down again today. But today's a big day for Canadians. It's our harvest dividend day. So for a lot of us that invest in harvest, we're going to make quite a bit of money today. For my American friends, it's Thursday. So if you're invested in Yield Max, Alti, YMAX, YMAG, possibly others. Those are the three that I have. And also from Roundhill, I have YBTC. There's also YETH. And I'm sure there's many more because so many ETFs pay now on different days of the week. But today's a big day, gonna get paid. Please don't panic, guys. I know your portfolios might be a little bit red today, but it's not a day to panic. Either turn your phone off and don't look at it, or otherwise go shopping for deals. I took a quick look at my phone today. I noticed that my LLHE position, which is holds Eli Lilly with 25% leverage, also from Harvest. I noticed I was up 13%. It was in the green today, so I decided to sell. I locked in that gain, so just over $500. I sold 500 shares, so that's a realized gain now. But I also decided to buy CNYE, which the underlying stock is Coinbase, Coinbase, and it also has 25% leverage. So I bought that. It was below my average cost, and as a bonus, I was able to increase my monthly income. The second thing for today is, guys, I've been doing one ETF every day. I had one day where I did two ETFs, which kind of like a double. So today we're going to do a triple. And I know baseball season's over, but anyways, it's kind of a baseball term, right? So we're going to do a triple today, and you'll understand why as soon as I get started. So bear with me. Video is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but I'm hoping to keep it to a reasonable length. And also, guys, just a quick note, I'm not a financial advisor. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the first ETF out of the three. So the first one is Hamilton's Enhanced Canadian Equity Daymax ETF, which the ticker is CDAY. For any of you who know Hamilton or own CDAY, you know that they came out with three, CDAY, SDAY, and QDAY. So that's why I'm just going to talk about all three today. I own all three. So guys, just to point out that all the ETFs I'm talking about in November, I actually own them. I'm just not talking about ETFs for the sake of making videos. All right, let's go down and take a bit of a look here. So highlights Canada's first 0 days to expiry, 0 DTE call option strategy to maximize premium income. So this was Canada's first. The other thing is that this pays bi-monthly, so twice a month. So that's also new for Canada. Designed to capture daily volatility, CDAY will typically target a 25% coverage ratio after leverage. Good fit. So for investors who want higher tax efficient income, semi-monthly distributions, complementary income solution to help balance your portfolio. You also get exposure to CMVP, which tracks an index of blue chip Canadian dividend paying companies. So we'll get to that as well. CDAY aims to deliver attractive income while providing exposure primarily, but not exclusively, to Canadian equities. To supplement income, CDAY employs an actively managed, primarily ultra short-term option strategy on its North American equity exposure and employs modest 25% leverage. So let's see here. All right, so we know the ticker is CDAY. Currently, the NAV is $24.90. Last distribution was 0.181, so it was 18 cents, and then they increased it by that 0.0011 cent. Okay, so we already know that it's daily options, paid twice a month. Okay, so The zero DTE gives you overnight exposure, maintains an overnight exposure to capture potential market gains, which is a very interesting strategy. Okay, guys, so the overview here, you can see that 100% of your money is invested in the CMVP Hamilton Champions Canadian Dividend Index ETF. And then with the 25% leverage, they're investing in VU, right, which is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. So let's first take a look at CMVP. Sorry, guys, give me one sec. Go down here. No. Oh, my bad. All right, guys, I opened it up here. There we go. So CMVP. So this is a separate ETF that Hamilton has. It does have distributions of 4 cents or 0.046 paid monthly. Okay. The CMVP index outperformance versus S&P TSX 60. So you can see here that it has been outperforming. So what you're getting with CMVP is established companies with an average market cap of 87 billion. Dividend growth, so 10% plus portfolio average annual dividend growth, and then stability, companies with 6+ years of increasing dividends and no decreases. So here's a little chart that compares this index to the S&P TSX 60. You can see it has higher returns, higher monthly income, lower volatility, lower peak to trough drawdown, and faster recovery trough to peak. But here's the most important thing, guys. What is it that it's holding? So here you can see are some of the big companies that it holds, like Royal Bank, CIBC, Intact Insurance, Sun Life Financial, Couche-Tard, Waste Connections, Fortis, Agnico Eagle, CN. If you take a look here, you can see the sector allocation. So you're getting a bit of everything, right? Financials, energy, materials, industrials, consumer staples, communication, consumer discretionary, and utilities. And if you go down here, I won't go through them all, but if you guys go down here, you can see that there's these 10 holdings, there's another 10 holdings, and another 5. So you're getting 25 different holdings with this ETF. So basically, guys, with C-Day, you are holding the underlying ETF, which holds 25 blue chip Canadian companies that have increased their dividends, etc. And you have exposure to 100% of that, and there's no covered call on it. So you're going to get the growth, you're going to get the dividends, you're going to get everything. But on top of that, with the 25% leverage, they're going to invest in VU, and then through VU, they're going to run the zero DTE option strategy and pay you that distribution monthly. And I believe the yield is maybe 14 or 15%. I'm not 100% sure. All right, guys, so the second ETF out of the 3 will be S-Day. And so this one is the US Equity Daymax ETF, and the distribution is the same as C-Day. So again, it's the same, right? Canada's first 0 days to expiry, all that stuff. All of this remains the same. The NAV right now is $23.94. So in my opinion, this one is on sale. It's a good time to pick up S-Day if you've done your research and due diligence and you're interested in adding this to your portfolio. This one is currently, the starting price was $25. So this one's currently under that. Now, this one, you have the Hamilton Champions US Dividend Index ETF. So you can see here, this one is SMVP. The last distribution was 3 cents. And basically, instead of Canadian, this is US All-Star Dividend Growers. We'll come down here. This one is slightly below the S&P 500, but it has the higher monthly income, lower volatility, lower peak to trough drawdown, and a faster recovery. You can see now you have, instead of Canadian, you have the big blue chip US dividend companies like 3M and Walmart, Coca-Cola, Procter and Gamble, Eli Lilly, etc., Caterpillar, right? So these are all the big companies. So instead of trying to purchase them all one by one, you get them all in this one ETF. Again, you can see a breakdown, right? So you're invested in all of the different sectors. And again, you can go through and take a look at all of the different companies that you're getting exposure to. And this one looks like there's about 30. All right, guys, if you're still with me, we are almost on our third one. We just passed about the 10-minute mark, so thank you so much for staying with me. We'll look at the last one in the Hamilton Daymax series, which is Q-Day. So Q-Day has a distribution of 20. So this one's a little bit higher than the first two because it's trading, it's following the technology stocks, which are higher volatility. Similar strategy. Everything's the same. Distributions are semi-monthly. Fund objective is the same. Now, this one has done extremely well so far. So the NAV is 27.82. So you can see, guys, I've said this before, it is possible to have covered call ETFs and NAV appreciation at the same time. So this one here has the XLK, which is Technology Select Sector SPDR, and QQQM as the underlying. So this one doesn't have VOO. This one has QQQM instead. So guys, I looked this up. I couldn't find XLK on Hamilton's website, but I did find it here. It's quite interesting. If you look at the home, you can see that they have 11 different ETFs for each sector. So we go into here and you pick out XLK, which is technology. All right, so basically Q-Day is holding this ETF. Now this does say here that there is short selling and options. But if you go down here, you're going to see, first of all, you see the holdings, right? Typical tech holdings, NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Broadcom, Palantir. So again, if you don't want to go out and buy these individually, you get access to all of them. If you come down here, you can see that there is a distribution. So it does pay. So I'm assuming that will be added to what Q-Day is paying out to you. You get a portion of this as well. Plus they write the 0 DTE call options. I just wanted to show you quickly that I do have these three positions in my portfolio. So you can see here I have C-Day. Today it's currently at 24.82. It's just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I tell you, I'm usually on my cell phone. I really don't like going on the computer to look at Wealthsimple. I have only 25 shares. I bought this one last. I started with the other two first. Here, come down to the bottom. You can see here's my Q-Day position. I'll just leave it like this. 210 shares, currently up 9.55%. Like I said, this one's doing really well. And S-Day, I have 150 shares, currently down 1.19%. So this one I will be buying more of today when I get my distributions. All right, guys, well, that's it for today. Those are the 3 Daymax series from Hamilton. Unfortunately, if you're in the States, I don't think you can buy these. But if you're Canadian, looking to grow an income portfolio, I would take a look at these, go on the website yourself, do a little bit of research, do some due diligence, maybe watch a couple other videos about them so that you really understand how they work. Like I said, all 3 of these have another ETF that they're holding that is not a covered call ETF. You're getting 100% of that ETF's growth and dividends, but you're also getting the 25% leverage, which is buying VU or QQQM, and they're writing the calls on that, and they're paying a great distribution, and they're paying bi-monthly, so you're getting it twice a month. All right, everybody. So remember, please don't follow my advice blindly. I'm not a financial advisor. Even if I was a financial advisor, I'm not your financial advisor. So you have to make sure you do your own research, due diligence, talk to your financial advisor if you have one, and make sure you're careful about what you buy, because it is your money, and there is a potential to always lose your money when you invest in the stock market. All right, everybody. So until tomorrow, bye for now.